How's everybody doing? Good. All right, welcome to From a Boy to an Icon, Mastering the System. We will talk about what the system is throughout the presentation. This is not my first time doing this. This is my third college in 3 years. I'm 30 years old. Well, I'll be 30 in Wednesday. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Wouldn't you guys like to be 30 years old, impacting the youth as well, right? Not too far removed from where you are right now. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing because you guys can relate to me, right? I'm not too old where y'all like, I'm not listening to him, man. He sounds like my dad. We are here with one common goal. That's personal development, mastering the system, and we're going to get a little bit into entrepreneurship. How many people want to get into entrepreneurship in here? Quite a lot. That's good. This is the tech world. This is the entrepreneurship world. Okay. All right. Again, welcome to From a Boy to an Icon, Mastering the System. I'm going to need some volunteers. You guys don't mind, do you? No. All right. That's what I like. I like that energy. All right. Right here, this picture right here behind here is where I just wrapped up a personal workshop with Long Beach College. I've been with them for 2 years straight. So this is something I do on a regular basis, guys. All right. Who wants to be my first volunteer? Let's go. Come on, man. Yeah, right here. Come up here. Read. Clap it up for him as everybody comes up here. Give them that energy. Give them that encouragement. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
I just need to tell you, I don't really know how to read.
No? You want me to help you?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. What can you do? Let's go. Chicago natives.
Chicago natives,
Brian Sibley. 24.
24, also known as Kelly's. It's not yours.
Typical male model.
Typical model.
Former King College Prep high school student.
Stand out because he's...
Encourage him, y'all. Encourage him, y'all. He's only in 6th grade. All right, take a lot of courage to get up here. All right, let's go. Come on.
He's not in the business just for fame and
fortune,
but because the
opportunities he's afforded
as
a model
might allow him to possibly impact
Chicagoland youth. It's all good. Come on, baby. Come on. Encourage him, y'all. Encourage him. Tiffany was saddened. He said.
Hear about the death.
Heidi Pendleton.
Of other children
who lost their lives
to
gun violence.
Sibley
realized early on
his
keen sense for fashion. Right.
But could not offer to keep up with the
trends.
However, a girlfriend at his church that encouraged him
to pursue modeling. Clap it up for him, guys. So what I'm doing before we get into the meat and potatoes of everything is I'm introducing myself. Who can remember how old I am right now? 30. All right, there you go. Right, so I'm 30 years old. This was an excerpt from a Chicagoland newspaper honoring me at 24 years old. So it's no secret why at 30 I am presenting in front of you right now. This is an everyday thing for me. It's second nature. If you tune your mind into what you want to do and become focused, you can do whatever it is you want. I need my next volunteer. My next volunteer. Let's go. Clap it up, guys. Everybody, let's go.
Fast forward 3 or 4 months. The photo shoot no longer on his mind. Sibley, while playing basketball, one day received a frantic telephone call from his mother. She was hysterically telling him about photographs she saw of him in a well-known Detroit magazine. Sibley eventually moved to California to join with the Navy and continue his pursuit of modeling career. Recently, he completed and won the first ever Face of Men's Fashion Week, LA, A's, such. He'll serve as the official brand ambassador for the event in October. His duties will include hosting a red carpet event, networking, increasing brand awareness in the menswear community, media interviews, and press meetings.
There it is, guys. I just introduced to you some more about who I am. I'm also a Navy veteran, right? Who knows about Veterans Day coming up? I will be honored. I will get those free meals. I will be able to go to Denny's, IHOP, wherever, and get whatever I want, all right? There are a lot of other benefits that, you know, the Navy gives you as well when you get out. So just take heed as well. Thank you, sir. Clap it up for him, guys. Escaping your reality. Escaping your reality. So this excerpt right here, Sibley said he's not just looking to make a bunch of money and spend it. It's the truth, guys. There are a lot of people out here who are not authentic with their approach to youth, okay? This is a publicity stunt. They really don't care. Afterwards, you know, they just want to take pictures and that's it, right? They don't want to get their hands dirty. They don't want to stand out in the hallway and bring you guys in, right? Am I right, leaders over here? Yeah. All right, because y'all wouldn't have walked in. I seen it. He was like, his outfit clean, man. We got to go in there. All right, I need my next volunteer to come read these quotes right here. Go ahead. Clap it up. Every time somebody gets up, we need energy, guys. Encouragement. Let's go.
Quotes, right?
Yep.
Quote 1. Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny.
Okay. Keep
Quote
going.
2.
Yep.
I believe it is the flaws that make us interesting on our backgrounds, the hardships, gain green.
Clap it up for him, guys. A lot of people don't understand this, right? Life is going to be full of adversities, twists and turns that you just won't expect coming. I want you to know that they build character, they build substance, all right? I was homeless 5 years ago, guys, seriously, all right? And I made myself uncomfortable. It was imperative that I had to make myself uncomfortable so that it wouldn't enable me to continue the behavior that I was doing. And that was, you know, staying with different people, running with my homeboy in the streets, right, when I could have been trying to get a job, okay, and push toward my destiny and my dream. Clap it up for him again, guys. Need my next volunteer, making the right decisions versus a lot of decisions. Who's going to be my next volunteer? Come on, let's go. Clap it up, guys. Go ahead, sir.
With decision, it is more of a process orientation, meaning we are going through analysis and steps to eliminate or cut off options. With choice, it is more of a mindset approach, meaning we have a perception of what the right or wrong choice may be. Does this all matter? I believe it does.
Read those quotes for me.
Quote 1. One of the most important things that I have learned is that life is all about choices. On every journey you take, you face choices. At every fork in the road, you make a choice. And it is those decisions that shape our lives. Mike D. Wayne. Quote 2. When your values are clear to you, make decisions become easier. Roy E. Disney.
Clap it up for him, guys. Who can tell me what this quote means, number one? Who can tell me what that means? You guys read it? Take it in. As you're growing up, you don't know what you're going to be faced with tomorrow, next week, the week after that. The key is to go in the right way. Because sometimes when you go the left way, you'll never get back to the right way. Does that make sense? Yeah. Right? You see this fork in the road right here? This is, let's say, this is going over my friend's house, right? Where my mom says I'm not supposed to be over there, right? This is going to basketball practice, right? This is her house getting set on fire with you there. This is you going to basketball practice and you not hearing anything about it. You get what I'm saying? Making the right decisions versus a lot of decisions. This cord is killing me right now. When your values are clear, you make decisions become easier. So when I was in the Navy and I saw all this violence going on in Chicago, I said, you know what? I have to get out. I have to get out. It's too much gun violence going on. And the reason why I had to get out, is because when I was there in Chicago in 2007, it wasn't that bad. And it touched me. I was just like, look, this is crazy. So what the Navy had did was instill certain intangibles in me, discipline, integrity, things of that nature, to where my mind was clear now. I knew I could get out. I would have the authenticity, I would have the background, and I would have the behavior to go about on my journey. So my values became a lot clearer, just like that. Y'all get me out there? Yeah. All right, so this slide right here, this is to be thought-provoking. I'm gonna give y'all a couple minutes to look at this, and I'm gonna ask you guys questions about it. So take a look, can you see it? Can you see it?
No.
Let me move this back for you. Can you see it now? Okay. Take a look at that, guys. Take a look at the grade point averages. Take a look at that. Take a look at the top right-hand corner. It's evident. Okay. Somebody tell me about this slide right here, this chart right here.
It's like the grade level of the prisoners performed when like given a test.
There you go, right there. You're in 6th grade, right? You have a higher IQ than some prisoners, most prisoners. Keep going. Keep going. Y'all hear me out there? Yeah. Right? So you guys in here above 5th grade, which most of you are, you guys are already above the system. Okay? Somebody tell me about this top right-hand corner. What does that mean to you?
They're expecting more crime rates.
There you go. There you go. There you go, right there. That's a fact. You see it? You get it right now? Yeah. That's what's going on right now, guys. Seriously. They rather build prisons than educate you. So take advantage. I need my next volunteer. Come on. Come on, leader. Come here. Yeah, you. Come on. Come on up, man. Come on. Clap it up for him, guys. Come on now. Don't let your friends down. Don't let your friends down. Come on. Get to it.
What am I reading?
You're reading this, the slide.
America's for-profit prison industry controls 126,000 American lives. It's a $5 billion sector, one that encompasses the operation of 65% of the nation's immigration detention beds. And at the same time, it is largely often uncountable to the public or the government.
Okay, read those quotes.
Quote 1, if you fall behind, run faster, never give up, never surrender, and rise up against the odds. Jesse Jackson.
Who knows who Jesse Jackson is? Everybody knows who Jesse Jackson is? You know about the civil rights movement?
African-American civil rights activist.
Okay, there you go. He was alongside Dr. Martin Luther King. You know who Martin Luther King is?
Yes, sir.
Okay, he was right alongside of him during his preach, during his forwards. Okay, go ahead.
Quote 2, you cannot say no to life. You have to fight back and beat the odds. You got to take your stand because nothing is stronger than you. Not a single problem of yours. Unknown.
Clap it up for him, guys. So me growing up from Chicago, inner city, born into poverty, separated house. Oh my goodness. Separated households. This is going to be a good blooper, boy. Separated households. I know, right? It's crazy. The system is already against you guys. It's up to you to become conscious of what's going on. It's up to you to beat the odds. It's up to you to defy the odds. Okay? If you know you're in this bad situation, you have to get out of it because you can. It's possible. It comes with decision making. We just talked about that previously. Y'all hear me out there?
Yeah.
Y'all listening? Personal development. That's what it's all about. All right, I need my next volunteer. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look, come on, he a leader. Come on. Get up out here, man. Clap it up for him, guys. Let's go. Yeah. You play ball, man? You do? I can tell. Let's go. Mr. Barack Obama, right there. None other. Okay, go ahead.
Be the change that you want to see. Quote 1, if my mind can conceive it and my heart can believe it, then I can achieve it.
By who?
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali, the great Muhammad Ali. Quote 2.
Quote 2, I'm not saying I'm gonna change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world.
So I purposely left that blank. Who can tell me who said that?
Tupac Shakur.
Oh, yeah, I bet you can. All right. Clap it up for that, guys. He is a legend. He was a revolutionary. Clap it up for him. Read that third quote for me.
Change will not come if we won't wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we see.
Exactly. So let me break that down. Who knows this crazy rant? Thank you again. Clap it up for him, guys. This crazy rant that Kanye West went on at the White House. Who's seen that? Y'all all on social media. Y'all see this craziness?
I lost respect.
Okay, all right. I'm not saying you should lose respect for him, but listen, if we have a problem with what he's doing, then we have to change that within ourselves. If we have a problem with the gun violence going on, we have to talk to our friends and say, put the gun down. You get what I'm saying? We are the change. Nobody else. It's not, oh man, they should come out with another dude. Like, no, you start within yourself, okay? People were asking me, did I go see the movie Black Panther? I said, no. And they said, why not? I said, well, you guys are talking about the camaraderie in Black Panther, but what are you spreading to your own circle? You get what I'm saying? You guys are going to watch a movie about it, but it's never getting spread. So it stays in the movie theater. You get what I'm saying? People still have the same behavior after seeing Black Panther. All right, guys. Y'all having fun? Y'all good? All right, cool. I need my next volunteer. 6 benefits of personal development. Oh, you want to be another volunteer? Come on. I got you. Come on up here. Clap it up for him, guys. Hey, listen, hold on. We're going to stop right quick. Remember this, right? He said, remember, man, I told you I can't. Now he's a volunteer on his own because of encouragement. You get what I'm saying? And we all know what? Practice makes perfect. There you go. Come on, man. Let's go. Clap it up for him again, guys. And this is the type of behavior that I'm talking about that spreads like wildfire throughout your circle, throughout your camp. So just be aware of that. Positivity beats positivity. Go ahead.
Self-awareness.
Okay, there you go. Number 2.
A sense of this
Direction. Yep. Number 3.
Improve force and
Focus.
and
Effectiveness.
Move.
Number 4.
More
Motivation.
fire, greater
Greater resilience. Number 6.
more
Fulfilling
relationships.
Clap it up for him, guys. These 6 different phases of personal development, I've went through exactly all of them. So I want you guys to remember this. Plant this in your brain right now, because when I open it up for Q&A, I want you to ask me at what point did I take on these 6 benefits of personal development, okay? I think I can remember back long enough when I was doing this. This right here, the 4 planes of development, this basically shows the different ages, right, to where your maturity starts to set in, okay? And it's showing your evolution from a boy to a young man to a man, okay? Some of you guys walk past, I said, you're a boy now, you don't want to grow into a man? They say, yeah, well, start early, okay? Start early. So take a look at this right quick, guys. And I'm going to go to the next slide. And just remember, you guys can ask me at what are those 6 points right there when we get back, and I'll open it up for Q&A. I need my next volunteer. 10 things you can do in your daily life. Oh, yeah, come on. Let's go, man. Come on. Clap it up for him, guys. Clap it up for him. You play ball too? Man. All right, Giant. Let's go. Twin Towers right here, man. Okay, let's go.
Read about what you want to improve. Find a mentor. Reflect at the end of each day. Create a strong practice regimen. Find others to push you and train with. Create a reward or punishment system. Stay honest with yourself. Find role models that you can look up to. Measure your progress. And consistency is the key.
Clap it up for him, guys. To me, I think the most important one is number 7. Stay honest with yourself. Throughout your life, you're going to have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, is this the right situation to be in? Am I doing the right thing? And you got to be honest with yourself, because if you can't be honest with yourself, you can't be honest with anybody at all. Y'all heard that before? Right. For you guys right here, find others to push and train with. You guys play on the same team, right? Y'all pushing each other to be great, right? Y'all both want to go to the NBA, right? It's the same way in everyday world, guys, okay? Have a friend that's like-minded that you can grow with, that wants to see you win just as bad as, the other way, all right? Find role models you can look up to. My only role model growing up in Chicago was my assistant principal. He ended up being my assistant principal. The reason why he was a mentor to me, or I considered him a mentor, is not because I used to beat people up and he would take me to his office before the principal got there. It was because he showed an unconditional love to me at school, right? I'm thinking like, oh man, this only exists at home. No, not at all. He was pushing me, Brian, go to class. Brian, get out of the bathroom. We like to hang in the bathroom, so we can ditch for a little minute, right? We don't want to get the whole 30 minutes here. We want to get 25 minutes, Right. He laughed. He like, that's me right there, okay? And also, he took us to, he took the Scholastic Achievers to the Chicago Prep Bowl games. I don't know if you guys have that out here. It's when the two best high school teams come together and play a game for the whole city, okay? So he just provided different incentives for us to be good and behave ourselves. And that's what a mentor is. He pushes you to be better. He's a little bit older than you, but not far removed, all right? Consistency is key. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. You keep working at something, practice makes what? Perfect. There you go. All right, guys, there you go. And last but not least, now I'm going to introduce you a little bit to my company, Iconic Moves, Powerful Transitions. I need my next volunteer. Who's my next volunteer? Are you pushing your friend? Yeah. Come on. Man. Let's go. Read the vision.
Our vision, we empower a global and targeted approach to youth attitude and outlook on life around the globe, focusing on the inner city of every city and every state and every nation, instilling in them a new approach to life in order for them to begin building a better future. We help our youth for today transform into the productive and successful adults of the future.
There you go. Someday soon, you will hear about Iconic Moves, Powerful Transitions. It's in your brain right now because you're right here in front of me. You're right here in the man's face, okay? We will have Boys and Girls Clubs. We will have partnerships and affiliations with schools all over the U.S., okay? This mission statement is not just words. It's already being springed into action. I'm here at your college right now, right? Am I right? Yeah. Okay, then. This only keeps going. Let's go. What we really do.
Iconic Moves, Powerful Transitions is a fashionable apparel aligned with uplifting and intriguing messages beyond our clothing line. We strive to empower and ignite youth to become iconic, having a positive and wide-reaching impact on the world throughout their lives and careers.
Right. There you go. Where it all started.
Our founder and CEO, Brian, understanding the most inner-city children have little access to positive outlets, support, and the result of his journey is an organization that emphasizes the importance of living life to be iconic and making the right decisions along the way in order to create a positive and fulfilling future.
Clap it out for him, guys. Okay, so due to time, I know you guys probably have a lot of questions. So I think we're good. We got, yeah, a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna open up for Q&A right now. I think you guys have took in a lot of information. I got you. Took in a lot of information. I want you to process it, and I want you to ask the questions that have been bothering you or that you've been wanting to get an answer for, a solution to right now. You with me? You still with me out there? Yeah. All right, cool. Let's go. Question number one.
At what age did you want to know, like, what do you want to do with your career?
Okay, so at 16, I said that, so at 16 in Chicago, you're grown, okay? Just because of the way of life and growing up in the inner city, you know, grown guys will try to fight you when you're 16, okay? Because you might be big like you. You get what I'm saying? So no, it's a pass. He can get beat up, right? Okay, so at 16, I said, you know what? In 2 years, I got to be gone, okay? So I was watching TV, and I saw Kobe and Shaq on TV, and I said, Mom, I'm moving to L.A. And she was like, what? You moving to L.A.? How you going to get to L.A.? Right? Because nobody from my family has moved. You get what I'm saying? So if they don't know how to do it, how can they tell you? Right? Okay. So from there on, every train, listen to me, every train that led to California is what I took. Does that make sense, guys? So that meant staying out of trouble. That means staying away from peer pressure, whatever the case may be. Okay? When it comes to the decision for me to say, okay, am I going to college for basketball? Because I play ball too. That's why I'm asking you guys, right? Am I going to college for basketball, or am I going to go to the Navy and let them take care of me for the rest of my life, right? So that's the decision making that I'm talking about, right? So I can tell you this right now. I'll be quite honest. If I would have went to college, I probably would have got kicked out. The guys I know that went to college, they all got kicked out of school. They were not disciplined. They weren't ready to be on their own. They still were boys. You get what I'm saying? They hadn't developed in their minds yet. The answer? Okay, and the motivational speaking part, that came while I was in the Navy. I wouldn't have thought in a million years I would be speaking to kids, man, at all. But I love it, and it's my passion, it's my destiny. Yep.
What was your favorite college? that you went to?
I didn't go to college. I went to the Navy.
No, like to do this.
Oh, to do this.
This one.
Yeah. You guys are good. I'm not even gonna tell. Look. At Long Beach, it took them a while to get warmed up, right? We didn't already have a question waiting, like as I'm saying the speech. You get what I'm saying? So that's definitely refreshing. Honestly, if they did the selection process differently for the classes, this would be more packed than this. You get what I'm saying? Would y'all agree? Yeah. Everybody needs to have some type of knowledge about personal development and mastering the system and how it's designed to keep you in jail versus educate you. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, all right, y'all got it. Y'all number one. Let's go.
So you decided to leave and go on your own so you could mature yourself?
Absolutely. So I'm the baby of the family. That's my big cousin right here and my operations officer, guys. So everything I'm seeing is like, no, you lied. No. I was the baby of the family, okay? And none of my family expected me to like rise up because I got an older brother, you know? And he was this big, independent dude. And we're 4 years apart. And yeah, man, they didn't expect me to do what I'm doing now. They still don't believe it at all, whatsoever. But when you do enough, they'll start to respect it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Right. And they'll know they were wrong all along. I don't have to go back and say, y'all was wrong about me. Because now it's evident, you know? Absolutely, they can see it. Good? Okay.
Is ICPT your brand?
Yes. Yep.
It's clothing, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. So it's clothing, and it's also the umbrella for the youth to be a part of. You know how they have boys and girls clubs and things like that? We'll have our own community centers.
I'm not pretty good at talking.
Yeah. Big. What's going on, guys? Come on now. Don't stop.
Do you believe you made the transition into a man when you were in the Navy or before?
Oh, definitely when I was in the Navy, man. No. When I was, before I went to the Navy, I was in the street life. I was on my way, y'all know that fork in the road I just showed y'all? I was on my way to becoming the biggest whatever, okay? Getting a whole lot of money. I don't want to express that right now. That's not what we're glorifying, right? I was on my way to becoming the biggest whatever illegally, right? Or I could go to this Navy right here. Take a short path, right? Lay a brick each day and make it happen. And that's what I did. And I feel so much more fulfilled that I did it the right way. Because I probably wouldn't be here right now. I'd probably be in jail. I'd probably just be getting out.
That's deep.
It's real deep. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to be deep, man.
What made you feel like doing this?
What made me feel like doing this workshop? Like this particular workshop?
No, like just starting this whole thing.
Motivational speaking and all this kind of stuff? Well, like I said, I feel like there's a lack of these type of programs and resources in the inner cities, right? And by me being from the inner city, it's always going to be in me, you know? Let me tell y'all a story. We were just like on the corner taking pictures and stuff like that. And I was just talking normal, right? And my cousin was like, yo, you finna go ahead and speak to kids. I was like, but I'm a raw type of guy. You see how you said I'm deep, right? I don't come in here to sugarcoat with you, man. Like, I want you to make the right decision, so I'm gonna tell you what you need, like the meat and potatoes of it. No sugarcoating. Come on, guys.
What can you tell someone, or what advice do you give someone to overcome challenges? For example, like you said, you were homeless. So I already relate to that because I was homeless for a year with my family. So
okay,
what advice would you give to someone?
So your homelessness would be different from mine because I was on my own and grown with it. Okay. You were with your family, right? So the best thing you could do is not show emotion, like, you know what I'm saying? Because they're already facing like whatever turmoil you guys are going through. So the best thing is to remain calm at all times, because if you panic, you can make a wrong decision, right? That'll land you even deeper. Like, I think I was 2 weeks away from going to Skid Row. You guys know where Skid Row is?
Yeah, that's where my cousin was, and then he came to live with me.
Good. That's good. See, I don't have any family out here. If I would have hit Skid Row, I told one of my friends, I said, you hit Skid Row, you don't have a phone, nobody can contact you. It's just blocks of people with no way to contact the outside world.
Stuff that happens.
Exactly. Right.
I think I heard somebody say, what is Skid Row?
What is Skid Row?
Not the place you want to go.
Yeah, man. Skid Row is a place, it's behind downtown, kind of like between LA Live and the Arch District. You can Google it on your phone. And I don't think you want to go down there without an adult, though, okay? Like, for real. Seriously. And it's a place where a lot of people, transients, transplants from other places come out here with hopes and dreams of being an actor or a model or whatever it is that they want to pursue in a career, right? And they never find that traction. They never find a safe haven, or they never find a person that's like, yo, you're talented, let me take you under my wing. You get what I'm saying? It's just a hope and a dream until it really happens. So you got to continue to execute. Consistency is key, right? But if you ever feel like you in that way, you got to go back to where it's safe. You got to, because you don't want to end up in Skid Row. You don't. But I think you should take, maybe in 2 years, you should go down there, man. It'll really make you appreciate life and just see how fortunate and blessed you really are.
Can you kind of explain to him exactly what's on Skid Row at this time?
It's a million people, man, and they all live in tents.
Yeah.
I think I see it.
Yeah.
They all live in tents. They have shelters and stuff like that, but they're really run down. The government hasn't invested in them or any of that.
I think my brother made a joke and said, this is you know how they have names for the street at downtown? He probably named it the homeless street.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't even joke about Skid Row, because I can't say it's because I almost ended up there, but I just don't like to talk, that kind of negativity into the world, because we know it's there, we know it exists, right? But if we can do something about it, we should do something about it. Yeah. Answer your question? Gotcha. Who else? What's going on?
If someone was not knowing what they wanted to do for the future or what they want to do later on, would you prefer going to the Navy?
Absolutely, because there's so many different career options that you can pick, right? What I would suggest is you test and you score high. That way you can pick the job. They won't pick the job for you, right? So the people on the bottom totem pole that score low, they give them jobs like cleaning the engine room and this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Sweeping the floor, they call it the deck, but sweeping the floors and all that kind of stuff. You want to be in an office, nice, cool like this, relaxing with your feet kicked up with your own desk. Yeah. So they call it the ASVAB test. Is that something you considering? You thinking about?
Navy or Marines.
Man, if you feel like there is nothing else going on and you don't want to go to school, you can go to school in there, right? That is an option. I'm not saying don't go to school, but you can go to school while you're in there, all right? Because I still have my benefits if I want to go back to school, right? And I've been out since 2010.
Did you ever get seasick?
I got seasick a bunch of times. Oh my God. Yeah, I got seasick a bunch of times. So, just the whole bravado, right? Because when you're in boot camp, y'all don't know about boot camp.
Actually, I have a best friend.
You do? Okay, right. So they just make you think you're the toughest, strongest man ever in the world. I mean, they train you hand-to-hand combat, so you can beat anybody up you want to. And this kind of goes within your body, right? So when they say take a motion sickness pill, you're like, nah, I'm good, I'm straight. And then 3 hours after you pull off of some port, you're doing up and all this kind of, man, I didn't want to think about that. It was crazy. I tore my office up one day, bro. It was crazy.
What did you choose to do in the Navy?
So I was a personnel specialist, right? So that's kind of like clerical work, right? At 16, I was a marketing representative at State Farm Insurance. Y'all hear me out there? 16, I was a marketing representative, okay? Getting paid $16 an hour, and that was through my high school. A lot of y'all in high school right here, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm not sure if they have co-op programs or whatever the case may be. Get in cool with your co-op teacher, because she can allow you to have a great paying job just by you doing what you're supposed to do. And this is when I was in Detroit, Michigan. People speak about Detroit being so bad and run down and all this kind of stuff, but they have opportunities there. It's the people there that are not taking advantage of the programs. I was also on Business Professionals of America, where we traveled around the Midwestern region presenting prepared speech and also presenting our business plan. So it's no secret why I have a business now. You know what I'm saying? This was all conditioned for me back as a sophomore in high school. And then also my collateral duty was training the people on the different artillery that we had, like the M16s and 9mm and things like that. So it's a big thing when you're on the ship, who's an expert shooter with the guns. It's a big thing. It's bragging rights. You know what I'm saying? It's like who can lift the most weights, I guess, or whatever the case may be. And I was the one helping them get trained and qualified for that. What middle school did I go to? I went to a bunch of middle schools. They're in Chicago though, but but I went to shout out to Chicago. Y'all go see this. I went to Arthur Ashe. I went to Henry O. Tanner. I went to John Fisk Elementary. That's where I graduated 8th grade from. Shout out John Fisk Elementary on 61st and Ingleside.
What about high school?
High school, I went to 3 different schools. I went to Morgan Park High School where we won the city championship. I was the captain of that team. Shout out Morgan Park Mustangs. Detroit, Michigan, I attended Northwestern High School. That's where I was in Business Professionals of America. And then my junior year, I spent, junior and senior year, I was at King College Prep, which you guys read on there. Yep, in Chicago. Yep.
You got a question?
What was it like for your first time being invited to a school to speak?
So my first opportunity to speak was at a Boys and Girls Club in San Diego. They were a little bit younger than you guys. I wasn't nervous. I wasn't nervous though. I mean, my girlfriend had made me mad because she was just like, "You going to speak at the Boys and Girls Club? How much they paying you?" And I was just like, "Is that the first question you ask? Like when I tell you that I'm trying to go impact youth, you know?" So they just, I'm just like, that's not the girlfriend for me, you know? But no, so beside all of that, I felt great, man. I felt great. Where I was most nervous was just recently. Who knows what a commencement speaker is? Y'all heard of commencement speaker? No? So a commencement speaker is that guy, that individual that your school feels compelled to let in to let you on to the next step of your life, right? So I just spoke at Chicago for an international baccalaureate program, special type of program in a school, in an inner city school as a matter of fact. I was really nervous about that because I'm basically sending these kids on the next journey of life, right? I'm responsible for that, right? Yeah, so that's when I was really nervous. I was really extremely nervous. All right, what's up?
When you're like back then, what made you like stay positive, make you want to stay on that good route?
I wasn't always positive. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I wasn't always positive. Ask the real questions, okay? So in my neighborhood, I was that guy, you know? I could beat you up, you know? I had an older brother. We talked about him, okay? He was 4 years older than me. And basically, I was his little protege. I'm keeping it real with you. And I was his little protege. His name is Mike, right? I'm Lil Mike. I'm Lil Mike, okay? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. The positivity, man, came from basketball, right? Just staying out of negative situations. If you playing basketball in Chicago, nobody really gonna bother you, you know? Like, they wanna see you play ball. They don't wanna fight you, you know? This is a special gift, a talent, right, that they love seeing because it's right in front of them. And my OGs, I don't know about y'all OGs out here, they wanted to see me go, right? They didn't want to shoot at me and all this kind of stuff, you know, because you're taken away from this earth of greatness, right? Does that make any sense? Yeah. Exactly. There you go. Yeah, but I wasn't always positive, bro. I wasn't. Like, no. I was irritating, all kind of stuff. I used to irritate my cousin like crazy. Yep.
What would you say to the youth who don't really have that outlet to play basketball or to kind of channel that energy, just really looking for an outlet to make their situation better? What would you say to them?
To not play basketball in school?
They didn't play basketball, say kids don't.
Oh, they're not sports oriented.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or any type of organization that helps them out. What is it that you can lead with?
I would just say keep your circle small, you know, keep it like-minded, like I said, you know, grow with these people. Absolutely, just grow with them, for sure. I mean, but I think all kids should become involved in sports because that builds so many things of character, right? It builds teamwork, camaraderie, right? You know, accountability for yourself. Bro, if you don't stick him on defense, man, we're gonna have a problem. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? It's so many other valuables that are bigger than sports, you know? And that's why I think they should just encourage it as much as they can. But you could build this own type of relationship with your friends, though. And, you know, don't take the word friend loosely, guys, all right? Like, seriously, your friend is not gonna influence you to do anything bad, you know? You guys are one, hey, come over to my house if you're gonna go do that over there. You get what I'm saying? So you could be somewhere where you're safe, right? And our parents are not worried about us and all this kind of stuff. Got me? Yes, sir. What's up? Questions? Y'all talked out? Go ahead, man.
Have you ever had to leave a friend because they're being too mean or like trying to give you bad advice of what you want to be?
Yeah, plenty of times. That's a part of growing up through life, man. I never got sucked into peer pressure. When people wanted to start smoking marijuana and ditching class and all this kind of stuff, like, I didn't get caught up into that, man. I just didn't, you know? I mean, what we all have to know, right? You are your own individual, right? And nobody should make you feel a certain way for being yourself. And if they do, they're really not your friends, and you need to stay away from them because they don't care about you and they don't care about your upbringing and all that kind of stuff. Yep. Yep. What y'all talking about over there, man?
Okay, you were talking about the friends leading you to do bad things, and then he looked at me, because I be the main one to go with the friends. Like, what y'all doing? What's the plan?
Nah. Where you want to end up in life?
Probably like my grandfather, my great grandfather. He was an engineer.
He was an engineer?
Yeah.
And when you ask your friends, what are they going to do? What are they usually going to do?
Chill at the homie house.
During school hours?
Nah.
Afterwards? Yeah. So what's going on in chilling at the homie's house?
Things that can have you spoken.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Mainly playing Fortnite.
That's, y'all playing video games?
Sure.
He said sure. So that's not the truth. That's not the truth, right? Okay. So what I'm going to tell you is don't consume too much of that energy over there, okay? Because them guys sound like they still going to be playing Fortnite while you an engineer.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. The guys I used to run with, they still in Chicago on the corner, okay? They liking my Instagram posts. You know why? Because I evolved. And I told them they could evolve with me, but they didn't, so I had to leave them where they were. So don't be surprised if they still playing the newest version of Fortnite in 10 years. I'm just saying, y'all. Give me a
So you know how you said that you're gonna start an organization like the Boys and Girls Club?
It's already started. We don't have the facilities yet.
Is it focused here in LA or in Chicago or like in many cities?
My focus simultaneously is in all cities. Chicago and LA. Chicago is my hometown. Of course, I will always get back and pour into my hometown, right? But LA is my new home. And as long as I'm gonna be out here, I'm gonna keep impacting.
And another question, so you're out here, is your family out here too? Or?
I have no family out here. That's what I was just trying to tell him right here. Like how you said your brother or
My cousin.
his cousin was on Skid Row, right? I didn't have like an scapegoat like that to go to my family's house and say, yo, I don't have no money. Like, can I eat right now? Like none of that at all, period. Yeah. Yep. My big cousin's moving out here. So that's gonna be good. That's all I need. My business partner. Ho. Let's go.
How'd you get from going on the streets to where you're at now?
You mean in Chicago or out here?
Out here.
Out here.
Yeah.
Oh man, this was a long road, man. Okay, so I moved out here 2000. I want to say a little bit after 2011. That's the homeless part. Okay, getting a job, KLS. In Van Nuys, California, gave me my first job because I stopped running with my homeboy, running in the streets, doing nothing. Instead, I spent my time at Starbucks doing a job search. Okay, doing job searching, okay? Right? From there, when I got the job searching, I was already working on becoming this entertainer and things of that nature. 2013, right? So take the timelines, guys. 2013, I was first ever face of Men's Fashion Week LA. You know what I'm saying? Right. They just read that on the screen. I don't know if you heard it. So that right there is what I needed to transform my mind. Like, I could do this. I beat out 250 male competitors to be the first ever face of Men's Fashion Week LA, and I'm not even from LA. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That makes sense to you? Yeah. So from there, that's all the positivity and energy I needed. That catapulted so many other opportunities. My whole thing was I wanted to scale back from the entertainment because I saw the direction it was going. And I said, you know what? I already have the influence to go into these schools. You see what I'm saying? It's a domino effect. Everything just plays off each other. That's it. Hold on, right here. What's up?
Oh, how was it like growing up in Chicago? What year were you born?
88.
How was that? Like, what was it like out?
Honestly, man, I didn't even know how bad Chicago was until I got maybe like in second grade when they tried to recruit me to become a gang member. Yeah. Like, I didn't know it was that bad, like for real. And then I seen my big brother get jumped on. That was a rough experience, you know, your first time you see it, huh?
It's tough out.
Yeah, it's really tough out there, but it's also fun. And I like how social media didn't exist, right? Because you couldn't tell me from 30 blocks away you're gonna beat me up. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't tell me that, right? I don't know what you're talking about. But we also communicated, we talked, right? That's how my vocabulary so expanded, right? We practice talking. We practice the art of communication. That's why I see people on their phones all the time, like it's taken away from the personalness. The vocal, exactly, right. There you go. One more question, guys.
How did you start your business? Like, what were the first steps you took?
The first steps, getting a logo. No, first steps is protecting whatever name you come up with. That's the first, right? Okay?
How do you do that?
Trademarking. You can go on several sites. You can go on, what do we use? LegalZone. You go on LegalZone. They'll do all the paperwork for you. I would suggest doing LegalZone because it takes away the hard work, right? Okay? All these certain little papers and stuff, nooks and crannies that you might miss trying to do it on your own, they knock it all out for you. And they have attorneys set up to protect you. Okay? Right? That's what you pay for. So money helps you with convenience. Okay? So it's going to cost more, but they're going to protect you. And you don't have to do all that tedious paperwork and stuff like that. Get you a logo that exudes itself. Okay? This cube right here. Who is looked at as being in the box? Who's been told that you think inside the box? Huh?
Exactly.
What?
An average person.
An average person. There you go, right there. Right. This right here is a cube for a reason. These different dimensions to a cube are what you possess that people know nothing about. Get what I'm saying? So they've already put you in a box. They already perceive you to be in this box, in this hole. Okay? But what they don't know will kill them. And that's when you have these different dimensions going on. Y'all feeling that over there. And remember this question mark right here. Somebody asked my cousin, why is a question mark on your hoodie?
Why is a question mark on your hoodie?
More moves, less announcements. More moves, less announcements. Y'all get that? Y'all get that?
Yes.
Y'all get that?
Yes.
Iconic moves, powerful transitions. Say it with me. Iconic moves. Powerful transitions. There you go. All right, guys. Thank y'all for coming out. From a boy to an icon, mastering the system. I appreciate you guys.